Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got something to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed. So, on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge. We're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. So, Caps, we have a couple blogs to go over, mostly and all MUDs related. So what we're going to do is go over them, drop our 2 ECs, and then at the end give our conclusion. So, first up, MUD and his assistants are bringing 3 new items to his market on Xbox and PlayStation this Thursday. So this is as the release of this video. It's for the console bridge, including kit modules and a T6 ship. We'll go over the blog here. So new items in MUD's market for, of course, the PlayStation and Xbox, the Universal Kit Module Sompek Energy Rebounder, V'ger probes, and of course the Fikiri Burjai Interceptor T6. Now, we did already do a video on this. I will link that in the description below. And it actually has all of what we're going to do for the new items there on the PC bridge with all the links and everything in the video. So have a look at that so you can check out what we said about that. We're not going to really go over it in this video. We're going to concentrate on the new items, but again, it is the Sompek Energy Rebounder Universal Kit Module, V'ger probes, and Fikiri Burjai Interceptor. So not only that, but everything in MUD's market except the bundles will be 75% off from August 29th until September 2nd. Can't believe it's already September here. But having said that, when I gave my recommendation in that video, the only one that I really wanted to recommend or anything was probably the V'ger probes. If you have the resources, it's not the best thing to have. I would probably pick the Ball of Lightning from the summer event store over this, and it's cheaper. But if you miss this, Cap, and you have the resources, sure, the Fikiri Burjai Interceptor isn't a bad ship at all, but it's just not. I have it just because it was the event prize there a couple years ago, but really I think it's pretty much, you could pass it, but again, it's up to you, Cap. So again, check out this video. We'll link it in the description below. So there's that, but we're gonna concentrate on this one. So this is for the PC bridge. So MUD has also prepared some new items for captains on PC, and it's getting a little spooky. So we go over here. So new items in MUD's market. MUD is adding some spooky new items to his market on PC. So this is where we'll concentrate most of this videos on. So tell me, my friends, do you believe in the beyond? In a life past the one we know? Certainly, there has been evidence of it laid out before, and even different Alliance members use technology that seems to bring the afterlife to us. These things could certainly be considered to be technological tricks, but what if I told you it's all true? I have in my possession right now 2 items that prove the existence of, dare I say, ghosts, and with them a brand new holographic representation of a Starfleet bridge officer who famously busted a ghost of her own. Dear Lord, all of these can be yours if you follow me into our new seance room. MUD is adding 3 new items to his market on PC: the Transmorphic Containment Universal Console, the Anaphasic Candle Ground Device and its accompanying emote, and the Dr. Beverly Crusher Holographic Bridge Officer. Will all be available starting tomorrow, today, as the start of this video, as a drop of this video, August 29th. And what's more, everything in MUD's market except bundles will be 75% off from the 29th, also till the 2nd. So we're going to go over the items here one by one. First up is the Transmorphic Containment Universal Console. So here it is. That is the, it's not the best thing, but it was a event prize. So the Transmorphic Containment is obtained by the players of all factions from or it was obtainable from the fall event, the fall old ones. It was back in 2022, so it was 2 years ago. This console can be equipped on any ship, can be put on any console. Now, what does it do? So passives, it gives plus 21.4 starship control expertise, plus 10% flight turn rate, and plus 7 aux power setting. And then it is a cone AoE hold and fire dot. The hold is for 8 seconds, half the duration versus players, but there is a, depending on what you have boosting fire, it's fire damage per second when held, and it has 2-minute recharge. Now the visual on this literally is, imagine your ship in a box, a clear box, and some fire animation. That's it. It's nothing special. I would not really recommend it, to be honest with you, Caps. So, not the best console. I have it, and those who partook in the event have it, but it's not a need item in my opinion. If you want it, you have the resources, it is there for you. But we'll move up to the next one here, the anaphasic candle ground device. Now, this console here is based off of this, the anaphasic life form from Star Trek The Next Generation. Now, I believe this was the episode here, possibly Sub Rosa. It's been a while, but an anaphasic life form was an entity composed of anaphasic energy, which differentiated such entities from solid matter-based symbiotic life forms. Being extremely unstable, such life forms require some sort of conduit to maintain molecular cohesion and a corporeal host with compatible biochemistry in order to take physical form. They can also travel along a standard power transfer beam and leave traces of anaphasic radiation in their wake. When bound to a human, the host's appearance may change, such as a change in the eye color. Ronan, a scientist anaphasic life form, was discovered in 2370 following the death of its host, Felicia Howard, TNG Sub Rosa. When Sam Rutherford's cybernetic implant malfunctioned in 2381 and caused his pre-implant personality to resurface, Devon Attendee worried that he might have been taken over by an anaphasic alien. That was, of course, Lower Decks Reflections. I forgot about that, but that is where this is based off of. Now, what is it? It's this. We actually did a video of this, so we're going to actually link that video as well in the description below. But it is this candle here, and it was the Halloween event reward. This was back last year, and that's how it looks like. Pretty close to how he looked like there. But what it literally does is when an enemy is defeated, it kind of takes over that life form, and then just you have that life form, and you have him there on the battlefield for long periods of time. I find that I can summon him pretty quickly. The recharge is pretty decent, but again, I wouldn't say it's nothing special unless you missed it and you kind of want it because of the TNG vibes. There you go. It's going to be in the MUDs store for you, my caps. But check out this video. We'll have our 2 ECs on it. But that is the item there that is also coming to MUDs. Now, lastly, is the Dr. Beverly Crusher holographic bridge officer, which was actually right here. Now, I've complained about this before when we got her. This does not look like her, but I'm glad she's in game, and I'm glad we actually got her for free if you were here for this event, which was the flagship celebration event. Funny enough, that's what we're going through right now. But this was actually last year as well, is when this thing was given out. Now, if anything, I recommend this because one, I am the Next Generation fan, so, and also I had a crush on her, when I was growing up. But also, I've used her and still continue to use her on my builds, especially my torpedo builds. Why? Because this is actually what happens when you activate her. So, Beverly's an intelligence specialist science bridge officer and comes with a new trait. A lot's happened in the last 20 years. Now, this is actually referring to the line that she mentioned in Star Trek Picard when she was manning tactical against the Borg sort of cube there in Jupiter. But what does it do? This trait reduces the recharge time of your bridge officer abilities each second after activating a beam or torpedo firing mode. It also applies Torpedo High Yield 1 immediately after activating a shield or hull repair. So I use Side Team to actually trigger this. So I love using this for my torpedo builds because I can get 3 high yields back to back along with my torp spread. So usually I activate high yield 3 first, and then I'll use attack pattern Omega along with a trait, of course, that adds a torpedo high yield, which is losing right now. It's not coming to mind right now, but it's one of my favorite traits. It's from the legendary Talus. And then of course I can activate Side Team, which gives me a high yield 1. So your first Alpha Strike will literally have 3 high yields, can have potentially up to 3 high yields, plus you can throw in a torp spread in there. So this is a great trait for me. Cooldowns and such, it doesn't perfectly line up and sometimes it's off, but I use it because, again, I love Beverly too. It helps my torpedo builds in my opinion. So if there was a recommendation I was going to make for the new items that is coming to the Mud Store, it would be Beverly Crusher for those 2 reasons. If not, you're good, don't worry about it, but is now there for you. And of course, again, that comes with a 75% off from the 29th to September 2nd. So that's the new items in the Mud Store in both the console bridge and PC bridge. And again, my recommendation definitely for the first console bridge is that V'ger probes. Helps a lot, especially when we did that recent board event, the ground one. And from the one dropping newly on PC, Beverly Crusher. The other 2 I would not worry about, the other items, but like I said, I highly recommend those items. So Caps, that's just a short video here going over the new items, the latest in the Stowe X feed. So do us a favor, hit the like button, comment below, let us know if you're gonna grab the ones I recommended and or anything else. And if not, that's okay. Leave a like to help the overall channel. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.